Oh, it is once again Monday mailbag time, ladies and gentlemen. And this week we are talking about dirty arena cheaters. We're also talking about the best character choices for the different iterations of Dark Dimension and some T4 priorities and a bunch more of your questions from the mailbag channel on Discord, guys. And if you're ready for all of that, yeah, find that like button. You know what to do. Let's go smash it!
ValleyFlyin.
Hello, what is up, Valley Maniacs? I am ValleyFlyin. Welcome back to the ValleyFlyin channel. I hope you had a great weekend. I hope you're ready for a great week, and I hope you're ready to discuss your questions from the mailbag channel on Discord. We got a ton of them this week, guys. We are talking about the symbiotes. We are talking about the best characters for Dark Dimension 3, Dark Dimension 4. What are the best T4 priorities? We are talking about dirty arena cheaters and a bunch more, guys. Like I said, there are a ton of questions. And if this is your first time here, or if you're returning to this channel, guys, and you have not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell as well, so you get notified as soon as a new video is released. And obviously, if you like this video, make sure you hit that thumbs up because it helps the algorithm. Now, we are going to get to all of these questions about a ton of MSF topics, but before we do that, we gotta pay some bills for the channel, so big shout out to the sponsor of this video, guys.
Are you ready for an epic struggle where you can fight monsters like the Fire Knight and the Minotaur? Well, look no further, because now you can in Raid Shadow Legends. And right now, we need a volunteer from our roster to go in and fight the Ice Golem. So, Kale, how about you? Oh, the cold shoulder from Kale. So, how about you, Cold Heart? All right, Cold Heart, I'll find you a different fight, but I guess it is your lucky day, Death Knight. You are going to fight the Ice Golem. Yeah, don't go too far, because we're going to go into battle right now.
All right, here he is, guys, our brave level 1 Death Knight going into battle. Oh, he gets one-shotted. Well, luckily for us, there are hundreds of other champions that we could collect in Raid, and we're going to summon one right now. And if you want to start collecting some champions of your own, make sure you click on the link in the description. But what did we get? Oh, it is a T4s. He is an epic champion, much better than Death Knight. And last month, Raid just released their biggest update ever. And for the main event, the new Doom Tower, it is giant. 120 floors, a bunch of secret challenge rooms, and 12 challenging bosses for you to smash. And it's never been a better time to start playing Raid, because the Raid team is giving away a bunch of goodies for brand new players. And to get these goodies, all you need to do is click on the link in the description. And if you're brand new, you'll get an experience booster, 3 energy refills, an ancient shard, the free Void Champion Bulwark, and 50 gems. And Bulwark, this guy is a beast. He's awesome for helping you take on the clan boss, and your treasure will be waiting for you right here in your inbox. But you need to hurry, because it's only going to be available for the next 30 days. So what are you waiting for? Check out Raid today. That's a big shout out to the folks over at Raid for sponsoring this video. And if you do want to play that game, make sure you use the link in the description to check out Raid for yourself. But without further ado, guys, let's get to all of your MSF questions. All right, first question of the week. Yo, Valley. Hope you're good, amigo. Same to you, brother. Was wondering what you currently see as the best team placement for Shatterstar and Longshot in most game modes. So obviously this will have to do with the not breaking up any other teams, but we talked about a few different good teams for them. I don't know if they're the best version. I personally haven't done too much testing on this team. But as far as some good teams, we got a shield team, a shield hybrid team that makes use of the Dad Bros crit chances. And that has Nick Fury, it has shield operative, and it has shield assault. And then we have the 2 Dad Bros. I think that is a very good team. Best team that I've seen so far. Also have another hybrid team with some young Avengers with Miss Marvel, America Chavez, and either Squirrel Girl or Miles. But yes, having Shatterstar and Longshot in those 4th or 5th seem to be a very, very good team. But as far as what I'm doing with my characters right now, it's not a lot and it's not very creative. Let's go in game and I'll show you guys. Boom. It is with this skill military. I'm still using Killmonger on that Wakandans for Blitz, and I'm still using Punisher on the Defenders for Blitz. So we have some homeless skill military characters to go along with our homeless Dad Bros right here. and they combine and they are a very good blitz team. Now, I've tried skill military for a few times in war, but they just don't have enough power to go against the teams that I am facing right now. So they're a blitz team right now, just for blitz, and they do very, very well. Pretty much auto simming, regardless of what team they are in 8.3 in blitz. But yeah, if you guys have some great uses for Shatterstar or Longshot, let me know in the comments. But yeah, hopefully this helps you. That's what I'm using right now. Those are some good options. But as far as what is the best, I am still not sure, brother. So hopefully chat could help us out with that. Hey, just want to say thanks for my help with Global Team. I chose X-Men like you said. 7 Yellow Star, Cyclops, Colossus, Wolverine, and for all you do with the community. Well, thank you for watching, brother, and I'm glad some of the tips are helping you with the game. Now for the question. I'm at my Cosmic team. Fantastic Four is already at 6 Yellow Stars and Gear 13, but who else should be my 5th? Doctor Strange, he's already at 6 Gear 13. My Asgardians are not very good, nor my Inhumans with Black Bolt. Thank you, and since it's my birthday on Monday, when is Iceman purchasable? I am not sure. It looks like Kitty Pryde is going to be the next member of this astonishing X-Men team, so I would say next week or the week after is a good chance for Iceman. But as far as your teams, it looks like you're looking to do all these pre-made teams, talking about the Fantastic Four and the Asgardians and Humans. I think the best thing you could do is bring in a hybrid team. So taking certain characters that have that cosmic tag, like a Minerva, Hela, Black Bolt. I think those are going to be the base of a great cosmic team. We also have Captain Marvel that has that cosmic tag as well. And she can be a one-man army with her passive, with her extreme damage. We also get the Dad Bros there as well. So a lot of different characters that you could choose from. I think a lot of it's going to be just based on who you have built up and who you're using in other game modes. You know, the characters that you're using in a lot of game modes, I think they're worth building up, and you don't have to question too much about the resources you're putting into those characters, because the usage is justifying it. So if you're using Doctor Strange a lot, then yes. If you're using the Fantastic Four a lot, then continue to build them. But I think the best bet for you would be going with the hybrid team with some of the great characters like I talked about earlier. Also, you could include the Dad Bros as well if you have them. Hey, ValleyFlyin, I watch you all the time, and you were the first content creator I started watching when I started playing. Oh, well, nice, brother. Thank you for watching. Really awesome. Enjoy your content. Keep it the great reveals. Thank you, brother. Next question. My question is, I'll be unlocking both Maw and Phoenix on their next path. Nice. Congratulations on that. Both are 2 red star right now. Ouch. But will also help clear more content I have stuck on. 6 red star Colossus. Need to build the rest of the team. Black Order is all built. They're at 3 red stars though, except for Cull, who's at 4. So I invest more in Black Order for Arena. Currently around a 150 to 250 range, or do I bring up the rest of the X-Men? Also, what should I get for the rest of my promo credits for red stars? So if you're really investing in Black Order, I don't know if you should, just because of the lack of red stars on them right now. Thanos would be the way to go. Get the most red stars for Thanos. And now I would go and invest in your Black Order if the rest of your Arena Shard is around your level, maybe a little bit higher. You know, without those red stars, it's gonna be hard to get some huge punch-ups, just because I'm assuming a lot of people in Arena have some big Black Orders. But if your Arena Shard does not have a lot of big Black Orders, build them up. It's gonna help you get some offensive and defensive wins. The 6 red star Colossus is nice and will help to really protect that Phoenix. But with 2 red stars on both her and Ebony Maw, it might be a little limiting. So, I guess in these 2 scenarios, I would go Black Order since you already have them built. The only thing you're really lacking is that luck on that team with the red stars, but I think it would take a lot more gear, a lot more resources to build up your X-Men. So for that reason, I would say build a Black Order, but usage is going to be very key, brother. So if there's a team that you're using a lot, build that one. But I think Arena is very important. I think the 2 most important game modes that you should build teams for is Arena and the Raid. So building a Black Order, investing in them is going to help to shore up your Arena team. So I think that is the right way to go, brother. Next question. So Valley, a couple other content creators are now in DD4, have decided to go with Symbiote, Spider-Man, Anti-Venom, and Scream for City. But most say Carnage for DD3. Do you think we should take in Scream into DD3 before using the match on Carnage? I got lucky, 6 red stars on Scream and decided to wail on her. So I think the reason that a lot of the content creators or a lot of people going into Dark Dimension 4 right now are using Scream is because of the low resources that Scream takes. Let's go ahead and take a look at big infographic from brother Wolverthor. So big credit to Wolverthor and Punk for putting together this infographic. But if we look at these bio characters in this city lanes here, we see that the first two symbiotes, Symbiote Spider-Man and Venom, come with 72 and 72 for their mini uniques right here, or their Gear 15 uniques right here. Down here, we see Carnage and Anti-Venom with 54 each. And then all the way at the bottom, we see Scream only taking 36 of each of these. I think that is the main reason that people are investing in Scream. Low investment character, doesn't take a ton of resources, and is a part of that symbiote team, which means that you're getting a lot of value for her. I still think I like that passives of Carnage a lot better than Scream, but just because of the cost and being able to get more characters entered into that game mode, Scream might be the way to go, even though I do like Carnage's kit better than that. All right, next question. ValleyFlyin, this is a rant. I'm getting sick of these old arena cheating in the game. I messaged support to say there was no cheating going on. They gave me an excuse that position X can attack you while you're attacking Y, and you could go back to X, blah, blah, blah. Tonight, I was blowing cores trying to get into the top 10. I was in position 12, attacking 9. I ended up beating it at 5 because I was 9 and attacking 5. Right. I got to position 26 rewards. Position 26 can't get to me at 12 without exploits. I messaged them again since they deny this exploits and without getting banned. So I think you're confusing with the cheating. The cheating is a way to hold your position, not to jump up. I think what you're experiencing here, brother, is that slingshot effect, which as crappy as it is, as weird of a mechanic as it is in Marvel Strike Force, it is not cheating. So what probably happened, and this has happened to me before, and I've went from top 10 in seconds all the way into the 40s. So your case is not as extreme as mine was, but someone in position 26 must have been attacking someone in 20. Someone in 20 must have been attacking someone in, I can't remember the numbers, but let's say just for argument's sake, 16. Someone 16 must have been attacking, and so on. So just these huge chain of these slingshots happening all at once, and that is what I think is happening. But as far as I know, as far as the arena cheats that I've heard, there's no way to jump from one position super hard into the other. Only way to do that was slingshot, and that is not a cheat. But the cheat is a way to hold your current position, and that kind of sucks. But unless there's some other cheats that I'm not aware of. But yeah, I think the cheats will be addressed, brother. So in 2021, I think they'll be addressed. So good news there. But yeah, support saying that there's no cheating going on in arena is not accurate. But what you are experiencing may just be a case of a lot of slingshot. I am not sure, but that's my guess based on what you have in this message here. All right, ValleyFlyin, hope your family is great and having a great New Year. Same to you, brother. I need your help. Can't decide what to Emma or Cull to 5 red stars. All right, that's why it didn't make sense. All right, Cull will be good for my arena right now, but I'm unsure if it's worth it. He's been so long. The symbiotes can beat them, and so can Sinister 6 if you sim against them in Blitz. Sinister 6 punches up against Black Order. As for Emma, she'll be good for everything else except for raids. As the symbiotes on my raid team, Emma's kit will last longer than Black Order in the meta, and she'll go back in my arena squad when down. Any suggestions? Really can't decide. What's with all the tunes? No one. All right. So anyway, the question here is about Cull or Ebony or Emma. Which one to get to 5 red stars first? And kind of like the other answer I had with Black Order. I think Black Order is the best arena team. I think they may be falling down in the meta. They may be countered by some teams like Astonishing X-Men, maybe some other teams down the road, but I think they are still meta. And for that reason, I think Cull is a good investment. Now, I think the best investment will be wait and see. Hold your promo credits and see how it pans out. But if you need to invest in either Emma or Cull, I personally would invest in Cull before Emma. That's just based on how I'm using these characters. Emma is a much better character than Cull, but I'm not using her as much as I am with Cull. So for that reason, I would upgrade my Cull. But if you're using Emma, like you said, she's good for everything else. A lot of these teams out there, I think you can go ahead and invest in Emma. But for me, I would do Cull. Next question. Thanks for all your content, dude. Well, happy 3 years. It has been 3 years, almost 3 years since we've been making content on this channel, or Marvel Strike Force content on this channel. So yes, it's been a while. Anyway, if only the top TCP players who can outscore everyone in Blitz can get characters unlocked, is Scopely gonna run more blitzes or just expect their frustration marketing that's geared towards Krakens anyway, win the day and hope people are sick of their rubbish they buy instead of quit? I'm not sure what their plans is. I mean, I'm not sure how the scoring is breaking down with people that were previously getting in that top 1% and have been pushed out, and people that are finally playing Blitz now that they have that sim option. So I'm not sure how much frustration it's getting. I know there's some people that are ranking up that never were ranking up, and I know there are people probably like yourself, because you asked this question, that are getting pushed out of whatever percent tier that you were in. I don't know what Scopely's plan with this. I know one of the big things with Blitz Sim is to reduce that low quality time in the game. This, and adjusting the scoring of Blitz and how it's affecting new character releases and thing, I think is a unwanted side effect that we're having from reducing this low quality time. So as much as a fan I am of Blitz Sim added to the game and how much time it's saving me on a lot of the player base, I don't know what they're going to do as a solution to this. People getting less and less characters. Let me know what you guys think. I've seen some comments that really want things shifted back, but other comments that are saying, hey, it's just that's what you get for having a large roster and playing for a lot. So I don't know what the right answer is. I don't know what they're gonna do, but let me know what your guys' thoughts are. What would you want to see as a solution for potential not scoring as much in Blitz? Maybe expanding the tiers or something. Let me know in the comments. I want to read some comments and see where you guys stand on this one, guys. Greetings from Los Angeles, brother. I wish there's a send report New York flying high. Well, we are right above the kiln flying high today, guys. Now the question is, January is among us. Have you checked in with Drew on news of possible rumors of X Factor characters? I did just talk to Drew on Friday. He did not have any news on X Factor characters, but he did have some confirmation in some of the recent data mines that we've seen about White Tiger and Bishop potentially coming to the game. I mean, it sounds shaky that you haven't heard from him in a while. Perhaps Drew is out flying around parasailing. Maybe that's where he was. I don't know. I don't know what he did on these holidays. I don't remember asking him about any of that stuff on Fridays. So yeah, but as far as X Factor, as far as what he knew on Friday when the last time I spoke to him, no news on that. So let me know your guesses in the comments, guys. All right, how many tunes that aren't in your rotation are sitting with 6 stars, have enough shards to upgrade to 7 stars, but can't justify the gold? How do others handle that? So I had this issue for a while. A bunch of characters that wanted to save the gold, had the shards for, and just didn't want to spend the gold to upgrade them. But with all these events, like the Emma event, these milestones spending gold, or the Symbiote Spider-Man before that, I upgraded a lot of these characters. I used the gold just so I could use the gold. There's nothing really to buy in the store. I didn't have the training mats to upgrade characters, so I ended up just upgrading all these characters to 7 stars, to 6 stars, or whatever the highest star level I can, just so I could spend the gold. So now would be a good time to do it. We have Emma milestones going on right now, and if you have the gold, even if you're not using the characters, just in spending the gold might be good for these Emma milestones. But if you're in a resource crunch, a resource star position, then just save the gold. Do it when you have extra gold. If you're not using these characters at 5, 6, 7 stars, then there's no point in spending the gold to upgrade these guys. Hey, Valley, Gamma 4.3 has put us a lot in a tough place. I haven't even entered 4.3 yet. We've been sticking with 4.2 and going back and getting all these first-time rewards in difficulty 3. But all right, for the sake of our alliance mates, we delay our DD4 prep in order to prioritize teams that we otherwise ignore just because of our lane assignments. The choice between building defenders or mercs is particularly hard. We don't know when a 5th defender will be released, or if a 5th defender will be released. One of the things that Drew said on Friday was he's thinking that White Tiger might be more of a later character than the sooner character. So maybe not the 5th for the defenders team. But will they be relevant after the rework for mercs? There's very little healing on the team. We're not even sure that healer ISO 8 will make a viable option. Which do you choose? So if it was me, I think I would go back down to 4.2, which is what our alliance is currently doing, and give time to focus on DD4. I think Dr. Doom is going to be a great character. I don't know if he's going to be as meta-changing as Ultron once was, but I think he's the grand prize there. And even if you're sacrificing a few of these rewards on a daily basis, I think the grind, the difficulty for 4.3, I think I think other than the season rewards, there's not a big significant difference in going from 4.2 to 4.3. Unless they're really chasing those season ranking rewards. So as far as different choices, though, not a lot of healing on these teams. You mentioned the defenders. They got a little bit of a healing from Luke Cage. They got some healing from Iron Fist, and then you got a little bit of a healing from Merc Lieutenant as well. I think the best or the first choice you should do, just go with whoever you have as the highest collection power in your roster and just go from there. The Mercs, I just used them on one of the higher lanes, and it was 4.2, not 4.3. But Lieutenant, Riot Guard, and Taskmaster make a good duo, and then I think I used some X-Men in there as well. But you could use some defenders if that is your middle lane. I'm on the outside lane, so I don't have that issue. But yeah, 4.3 is hard, brother. But yeah, I guess I can look at your roster, see who I have the best, and experiment with that. But make sure you get at least some healers in there. And like I said, Luke Cage does a little bit, Iron Fist does some, and Merc Lieutenant. So have all three of those characters, or at least two of those characters on the field when you're going through those lanes. And hopefully that gives you enough healing so that you could survive those nasty lanes. All right, hey, Valley, been putting effort into Pimtech for DD4, mainly Ghost, as a potential legendary unlock. Well, this was written earlier, and on Friday it was announced that they are the legendary unlock for Ergal, the legendary Jubilee. But yeah, as far as struggling to find a use for them in war, what team are they good against? Well, they are pretty hard counters, some pretty good teams out there. You can punch up against the Marauder, a slight punch up. They have to be very close to your collection power and have a good balance of their team. But yeah, you can punch up against the Marauders, and you could do some slight punch downs if you're seeing some wave 1 Avenger squads in there. They could punch down against the Mercs, and they could punch down against the Sinister 6 with Doc Ock. So they're very good for war as well if you're willing to put the resources and build them. Because like I said in a previous question, I'm seeing some big, huge powered Emmas and Mercs and Sinister 6. So for me, I would have to put a lot of resources into my Pimtech. But yeah, they are able to counter some pretty meta teams on war. So not just for DD4. They're going to have some use for you out after you finish Dark Dimension as well, brother. Hey, Valley, hope you're having a great 2021. I hope all of you guys are having great 2020s as well. Missed some of the videos. Hope you had a great vacation. I did. Thank you for asking. My question is, for the Hella Note 7.6, is it possible to 3-star that without Thanos? I don't have them yet. I'm using Loki, Hela, Mordo. I think those are the 3 best characters that you have right there. That Loki, Hela, Mordo combo. They have some good synergy with each other. You also have Jugs and Nobu. Got to get them all to gear 12, 6664. Just wondering if you have any recommendations. Well, definitely not Nobu. Definitely build up Nobu as far as star level to get that Phoenix unlock. But yeah, don't put too many other resources on until we have like a announcement about a potential hand rework. But as Ronan I think has a much better kit than Nobu. Nobu has that nice passive that if you make a mistake, it may be able to bring one of your allies back to life that died to help you get that 3-star. But yeah, go. I think Ronan is a better character than that. And then obviously once you have Thanos, once you have Enemy Maw, they're going to be great in that game mode as well. But go with Ronan instead of Nobu, and hopefully that helps you, brother. Hey, bro, hope you're doing well, smashing with your videos, and we'll keep supporting. I plan to, so thank you, brother. I have some progression-related questions. 3.3 million TCP beaten, Dark Dimension 1 and 2 twice. Nice. Wonder what you focused on next when you were there. Dark Dimension 3 or do more better to farm Negasonic, etc. So my personal preference, and this is me, I want to get as many of the campaigns done as possible. That way I could get character shards for characters that I want to farm right now and farm down the road. And I can start to farm gear on a regular basis. As you know, with this game, you have to spend a bunch of energy just to meet your daily requirements. And if you're able to spend energy on nodes that you can use the gear for, that is even better, which is why I think that Dark Doom War, getting through the chapters is is very, very important. Dark Dimension 3 is good for your orange gear. You'll get some promo credits. And then Dark Dimension 4, I think that's a long ways away from you, but that has a good grand prize with Dr. Doom. But if it was me at that point, I would focus on getting to Doom more before I went to Dark Dimension 3. Also, I have a lot of 6 stars for legendaries. Did you focus on building 7 stars or running the legendaries for other characters coming up? So I've always focused on arena and raids, making sure that I have a team for those. Once I have those teams set and I'm climbing as far as I can in arena and I'm doing whatever I need to keep up with my alliance in the raids, then that's when I start focusing on other teams for war and other stars for my legendary characters. So yes, priorities should be arena and raids in my opinion, and then getting campaigns unlocked. That's what I prioritize. Next question. Greetings from Detroit, brother. Greetings from the DFW area, brother. Question: should I take X-23, Invisible Woman, Anti-Venom, Colossus, Shuri, or Taskmaster to 5 red star, and why? Well, as far as promotion upgrades and T4 upgrades, I always say the same thing. Comes down to usage. Whatever character you're getting the most use out of in multiple game modes, that is who you should upgrade first. For me, out of that list, it would probably be Anti-Venom. So that's the first character that I would upgrade out of those characters. Next priority would probably be either Taskmaster or X-23. Probably X-23, then Taskmaster, and then Colossus. Back in the day, I would have, but I'm not using X-Men as much as I was before, so he's going to be a little lower priority. I'm hardly even using Shuri right now. She's a Blitz character on my Wakandan's team, and she got taken off of that kill, that Hydra team, the Merc team, excuse me. So yeah, I'm not really using Shuri right now. Second question: 150 gold promotion credits. Should I take Thanos to 7 red? Or should I put 6 red on Cull, Zemo, Doc Ock, or Sinister? All right, so, or should I do X-23 Anti-Venom? I've taken the 5 in the last question. So, Anti-Venom is decent to take to 6 red stars if you need to. But for me, I think the biggest benefit that I've seen with promotion credits in the store was getting my Thanos from 6 star to 7 star. Also took him from 5 to 6 in the store, and then took him from 6 to 7 in the store as well. But that was the biggest bang for my buck. That helped my arena. Now, if you're not using Black Order as much as I am in arena, then maybe that's not an upgrade that you want to do. But for me, what I've saw, the Thanos was the best upgrade that I've done as far as any character that I purchased in the store as far as promotion credits. So that would be my advice. But of course, this is based on you using the Black Order more than I am. So yeah, if you're using other of these characters, I probably wouldn't go Cull. I'll probably either go Zemo, Doc Ock, Sinister, or X-23 or AV if you're not using the Black Order as much as I am. So yeah, Thanos is good though. Thanos was a great investment for me. Hey Valley, hope all is well. Quick question: what do you think? Not to complain about free stuff, but I feel like the legendary character calendar have become a little outdated. 5 shards from each character is nice, but not really helpful in the end. I mean, it would take a lifetime to get any real help. Do you think it's worth the devs looking at this and adjusting it to 10 to 15 per character? Would this really upset the balance? No, it would not upset the balance. These come around twice a year or so. I guess, yeah, it seems like they come around a lot quicker, but maybe more. I was thinking 3 or 4 times a year, but I could be wrong with that calculation. But anyway, yeah, I would like them to go back and do that. I think that'd be a very player-friendly thing. I don't think it would upset the balance too much. I think the only thing that it would not let them accomplish is for some of these newer legendaries to force people to get into that panic spending mode. So I think it would be more likely for Scopely to do this on some of the older characters like a Star-Lord or Nick Fury or a Magneto, some of these characters that have been around for a while. But I would like to see it do it. I think it would be a very player-friendly thing. I think the big thing is about the money. If they're going to make more money by doing this, then we're going to see this in the game. If they're going to make less money by doing this, then we're not going to see this in the game. They are a for-profit company, guys. So whatever is going to make them the most profits is what they're going to do. Whether it be doing some quality of life changes and stuff just to make the community happy and get them to spend that way, or just increase the cost and get people to spend that way. I think the bottom line is always what the decision is going to be judged by as Scopely and all mobile games, frankly. All right, hey Valley, small question. How many of the new T15s do the dad bros need each? Keep on smashing. So for that, let's go back to the Wolverthor list here, because he's done a really good job of breaking this down. Boom, here we are here. So we see the mutants here, and we go down, we see Dad Bro number 1, Shatterstar, is a pretty expensive character with 72 each of these. Luckily though, the better of the Dad Bros, in my opinion, Longshot only takes 54 each. So 54 and 72 respectively, brother. Those are the numbers for the Dad Bros. And yeah, they are looking like a great team. So hopefully you get some stars on them and can get some gear on these characters as well. But let's move on to the next question, and it comes from Ozzy. Is this a good idea to put resources into 3 gold, 3 red for Ghost for DD3, even if I don't really use my weak Pim Tech team? Now, if this was a DD4 question, I would say probably. But since this is a DD3 question, even though Ghosts doesn't do too much, well, I mean, she does a lot. She does percentage-based damage, which is very important for these characters. But possibly. I mean, if you already have Phoenix, you already have Colossus, maybe Emma already done, and these characters that are already going to get you through DD3. Granted, it may take a long time with a minimal investment in characters, but I would say hold off. Save your resources. Put it, you might want to use it on Ghost for DD4 because there's not a lot of global options that do percentage-based damage. She may be the only one now that I think about it. But yeah, you could get through DD3 without her. If you're close to DD4 or are thinking about getting into that or building up your Pim Tech, then yeah, invest some resources. But I don't think there's any harm in getting her up to gear tier 12 and as much as high a level as you can. But we'll start when you start to get to characters to gear to 13, 14, 15. That's when you really got to start to use your resources wisely, because there's not a lot of orange gear in the game right now, especially the unique pieces. So yes, but I think she's better for Dark Dimension 4 than Dark Dimension 3 because you can use Phoenix in those modes and get through it in a decent amount of time. Next question. Howdy, ValleyFlyin from Rock Hill, South Carolina. Howdy. From Texas, brother. I'm about to unlock Doc Ock at 5 stars, thankfully. Already have him at 5 red stars. Nice. This should be a nice night for you, brother. I've seen a lot of Sinister 6 lineup, but usually they have a shocker. I do have a fairly stacked 6 red star shocker, but I've not built up Electro Swarm, but I do have a 5 red star Electro. I think that's a great character. If you have the gold stars to justify building that up, build up Electro and build up Swarm as well. I think those are the best version of that Sinister 16 with those 2 chargeable characters. Who do you think would be the best lineup with the other Sinister 6 being 4 reds, but 7 gold, but willing to upgrade one of those chargeable tunes? All right, so I think out of the 2 chargeable tunes, the one you should do is Electro. That turn 1, 2-turn offense down with that T4 in it is a very good move. Swarm is also good. That probably should be the second character you upgrade for this team, though. And then as far as the rest of the team, I guess it's going to be who you already have built up enough. I think the best version of the team is Doc Ock. We have the 2 chargeables in Electro and Swarm. And then we have Rhino and Mysterio. So it is up to you whether you want to do Goblin, Shocker, or Vulture. But yeah, maybe Vulture. I mean, most people have the 5 red star shocker if they've been playing for a while because of one of the milestone events gave us that shocker. But as soon as we got that, I did not use up my shocker and build them up. So maybe Vulture. I think his kit is slightly better. But some of that's going to be dependent on your Doc Ock as well. If you have a lot of red stars, gold stars on your Doc Ock. Also came up, actually, you're unlocking him tonight. But if you have a lot of red stars on him, it could be better than the shocker that you have. Also came up a similar idea about Apocalypse myself, where he's able to enhance any mutant tune. Please keep talking about this mechanic to put pressure on Scopely to make this kit. Should he eventually work? Yes, so if Apocalypse comes to the game, I do want to see them really develop that enhanced, the empowered feature that they use for Thanos, and making more characters, more existing characters in Marvel Strike Force, giving them a different kit, giving them a different look, and yes, making that Horseman team. I really would like to see that come to Marvel Strike Force if Apocalypse is introduced. Our next question, bit of a follow-up to a topic that came in last week's mailbag. It was established that once Emma dies, her speed reduction remains. How does the mechanic work if you clone an Emma for your team? How about if you wind up with 2 Emmas? All right, so I have no idea. If someone has done some play testing on this, let me know. I'll tell you how I think it works, though. I think when you clone an Emma on your team, if you don't have one, I would assume that would drop the speed of the enemies, but I'm not sure. I have not seen this enough. I've not cloned an Emma for this to happen. So I don't know firsthand, but I'm thinking it would give you that speed bar reduction. If you wind up with 2 Emmas, I don't think they're going to stack. But again, I have not seen this scenario either. So let me know in the comments what the answers to this is. Man, I am really not talking today, but yeah, let me know if you have tested this and have some first-hand knowledge with the answer for this question. Greetings from Singapore, long-time watcher, first-time question answer. Have all symbiotes except for symbiote Spider-Man. Any suggestion on who is a good substitute in his place? So, jeez, there's I mean, you could just put in great standalone characters like a Black Bolt or a Emma, but if we want to look at that synergy, and I guess this would be a placeholder because I'm assuming your Emma's already on another team, your Black Bolt's on another team. I'm gonna look for some homeless characters right here, and the 2 ones have that Spider-Verse tag, and normal Peter Parker Spider-Verse. Mine does not have a home, and he's decent. He's not gonna give you all that symbiote Spider-Man is gonna give you, but he's decent. He's a decent replacement. And then the other one I want to look at is Green Goblin. He has some good Spider-Verse synergy as well, removing buffs off the enemy team anytime a Spider-Verse ally takes a turn. And you're probably going to be taking a lot of turns with all the extra speed that you're getting there. So those are the 2 off the top of my head. But yeah, I think if you're looking for the best team, you're gonna have to split up some other teams and use characters like a Black Bolt or a Emma, or just really good standalone characters. I think is gonna be the best on 5th on this incomplete symbiote team. Hello from Denver, Colorado. Oh, I was just there this past holidays, or close to there. We didn't go through Denver, but in the state. My question is around Longshot and Shatterstar. What are you using for them? On what teams are they on? Or so I answered this in a previous question. Not really using them for anything right now. I think they're great, but primarily in Blitz and the PvP and real-time PvP modes is where I'm using them, unfortunately. Have been made primarily for War Offense, a team of Ultron, Shatterstar, Beast, and Psylocke. Interesting team. You got some decent mutant synergy with all the Longshot, Shatterstar, Beast, and Psylocke. Ultron is just a great war character in general. Let me know what you're doing with this team, though. Is this countering any meta teams? Or are you just using this for just some decent matchups? Let me know what you're using this team for. I'm very curious about what these guys are able to counter in that combination. I might switch up my attack team to this if it has some decent results, brother. Hey, Valley, greetings from Vegas. Finished DD2. Now I'm turning my sights to DD3, DD4. In order to be as efficient as possible with my free-to-play resources, what characters do you recommend that I build up that'll have value in both? Bonus points for character that have value outside of DD3. So there's a few different characters that are great in both game modes. Some are going to be more value than others, but Emma is great. She doesn't have a lot of, she's not a very expensive character as far as T4s as well. Well, she's middle. She's in that 72 class. She's not in that 90 class. So almost an expensive character. Sinister is in that lower class though, that 54 and 54 for the Gear 15 uniques. Ghost is kind of expensive, but she's a great character in both game modes. The percentage-based damage, like I said in the previous question, I don't know if you need her for Dark Dimension 3 because you do have Phoenix, but I think you will need her for those globals in Dark Dimension 4 if you want to finish it in a reasonable amount of time. Symbiote Spider-Man, Anti-Venom, Carnage are, I think, the 3 best symbiotes, and I think they're great for the city lanes of both Dark Dimensions. And then Phoenix and Maw, great for the global and cosmic of DD3, and great for the legendaries of DD4. So I think those are characters, and most of them I think have a lot of value outside of DD as well. So yeah, hope that helps. And then there's going to be some unique characters that you might want to bring into DD4 just because they don't take a lot of those Gear 15 uniques. Again, I'm going to put a link to that infographic that Wolverthor and Punk put out in the bottom of in the description of this video, so you can check that out and kind of plan some of your nodes, guys. Good evening from New York City, bro. Hope all is well. This is more of a suggestion or a quality of life change. What do you think of a history tab where you can see your latest upgrades, levels, rank 3-star nodes, all that good stuff? I can tell you how many times I logged back into the game, level of character, forgetting I was working on a different one. I feel that I have multiple uses. Thanks for listening. Keep smashing. History tab would be cool as long as it doesn't take the devs' resources, time resources away from them working on some other things. But what I would suggest for you, brother, make sure you are hardening the characters that you're working on, whether you're working on upgrading their ISOs or their shards or their gear. Just heart them, put them on top. That way, whenever you log into your roster, you can see these characters and remember that you're working on them. As far as the other things, the 3-star nodes, the latest upgrades, it would be nice. It would be nice. But yeah, as long as it's not taking time, resources away from them, implementing some other changes, I would like it. Greetings from Houston. Well, greetings from another part of Texas, brother. After 830 days of playing no 7 red star pulls, I pulled 2 7 red star Vision, Cable in the last 17 days, which leads me to an interesting situation. So congratulations on that. First off, stuck in Node 8 DD3, starting to prep for DD4. Managed to get some great red stars on my wave 1. Captain America at 6, Hulk at 5, Hawkeye at 5. Also a 7 red star Vision has been wrecking nerds with him in Blitz and Greek Raids. Now considering him for DD3, DD4. My initial thought for starting for DD4 is Vision. With all those gold and red stars. Cap, we got a lot of red stars as well. Blackwood has 4 red stars. Emma has 4 red stars. And Sinister has 4 red stars. Thoughts? So the good thing is you're not using a ton of resources on these characters. Vision is one of your more lower cost characters with only 54 of these Gear 15 uniques. Black Widow only takes 36, so she is not that costly, which is a good thing. We got some other characters. Emma, she is at that 72 level, but Sinister really low at that 54 level as well. And then Captain America also at that 54 level, and then Vision just does it. So the good thing about this team is you're not using a lot of these mini uniques, those Gear 15 uniques, and I don't think you're using a lot of the Gear 14 uniques either for this team. So you could definitely go in, enter the game mode, but yeah, you're going to want to diversify your roster for some of these other restricted nodes like Global, Cosmic City, and then Legendary as well. But as your initial far, because of that 7th red star, and because she's not one of the more expensive characters in terms of Gear 15 uniques, Vision could be a problem for some of your enemies, brother. So not bad. I think as an initial team, that's a decent initial team, at least to just get you in DD3 and DD4. Question on Amazon coins. I did download the Amazon version of the app, but for some reason the app keeps reverting to the Google Play version. I already turned off auto updates on my PlayStation store. So what else could be going on? So this is something. I did a promo for Amazon coins a few weeks ago. My initial promo told exactly how to do it, but they wanted me to cut out a very important part because you need to uninstall your game on BlueStacks. So make sure that you back up your game, everything on Facebook, or back it up however you want. You're going to have to uninstall it, install it again through the Amazon App Store, and then you're going to open up that version. So when you have it installed through the Amazon App Store, that's when you can make purchases with your Amazon coins. But if you still have the original Android version of that, it just reverts to the Android. So that's how to do it. And the link for that will be down below, guys. It does support the channel as well as any other Amazon purchase that you make. Doesn't cost you anything extra, but yes, you do get the benefit for that. And it does support the channel. So, but that's how to do it. Very important step that I was not able to discuss in the promo video, but I am discussing now because they're not technically sponsoring this video, even though I am still an affiliate of theirs. So yes, that's how to do it, brother. ValleyFlyin. What is the best way to farm training mats? I haven't unlocked the Fountainable Collapsidian, so the orbs aren't a reliable option. What should I do? So by this question, I'm not sure if you're meaning the training mats, the actual materials that you use in conjunction with gold to raise the level of your characters, or if you're meaning the training mats, the actual shards of the character that you use to promote and are obtained through the orbs. So I'm going to answer for both. So if you're looking to farm the training mats just to get them to use, I found that the best way to get them is to spend them very sparingly only on characters that you want to upgrade. The other thing is you're getting a lot of them through just your daily activity. Whenever we have these milestones, they seem to have these training orbs in there. Sometimes through raids, sometimes through different events, you're getting these training modules or these training orbs to get you more training mats. So save them, spend them wisely, and then make sure you're doing your 50 energy refreshes a day, the 50 core energy refreshes. That way you just get a little more spending in the campaign. You're getting slightly more training mats, and then you're getting some of the training mats through your real-time arena options as well. So those will probably be your best ways to get training mats. Now, if you're talking about the shards, because it's not totally clear, because you're talking about the orbs are not a reliable options to get these. If you're talking about that, then you're right. Orbs are not a reliable way to get character shards. They're not farmable. They're not fountainable. No matter what Scopely's definition of that is, in my opinion, and anybody with normal logic will think that it's not fountainable. So hopefully he comes fountainable soon and we can get a reliable way to get these shards. But yeah, they did that with Minerva. They're doing that currently with Yo-Yo, and they're going to do that probably with Cull Obsidian, as unfortunate as it is for a little while. Next question. How do I use silver promotion credits? So I guess this question is not a question on what should you do with them, but how do you use them? And for that, let's go in game, brother. Let's go in there and see what there is. So there's a store for your promotion credits right here. It is this one with this tab right there. And there's a way to use all your silver and your gold promotion credits, and that is how to use them. But like I said on previous questions, only use them on characters that you are using a lot. These promo credits, the gold and silver ones, very, very rare. So you don't want to be hasty when choosing what is the best character that you want to upgrade. So take your time, think about it, think about the characters that are using, and that is how to use them. Greetings from Washington State, land, not the Huskies. It is the land of the Cougars, brother. Sometimes. It depends what sport you're talking about. Depends what season you're talking about. But it is Cougar country for me, brother. Does Scopel next have any plans to remove Hulk from the achievement rewards? Now that Wolverine is no longer the objective, I feel like this should be a priority. I don't know about a priority, but I do think that it should be done. I promise nobody reaching level 80 needs 5 Hulk shards. Yeah. That is definitely, even if they just remove it from some of the higher tiers, like level 80, some of these tiers that Scopely knows that people don't need any Hulk shards. They already have Hulk at 7 stars. They should be removed. I think it's saying it's insulting. I think it's just laziness, honestly. I think they raised the level cap and forgot to look at all these things that are impacted by that level cap. One of them was the achievements. So hopefully this is something that they look at and it's like, yeah, you guys are right. We shouldn't have Hulk shards in these achievements anymore because anybody at these higher level achievements already has a 7-star Hulk. So yes, you guys are totally right. Let's fix this in 2021. Hey, Val, it's been a while since I posted a question. So, well, I'm glad you're posting a question now. Since we're all getting so many teams, we can't use them in Alliance War. What do you think about spicing things up, like banning teams to be used on a weekly basis, kind of like RTA with banning specific tunes every week? I think this would be a good way to keep things in War fresh and new. I think this would be kind of cool as long as they announce beforehand, like a month beforehand, at least, that they're gonna start doing this. And maybe start with a few bans. They started with 3 in Real Time Arena, got it up to 5, which I think is a good thing because when you're using 3, you're guaranteed gonna use 1 on the symbiotes, 1 in the Black Order, which means that you're pretty much only banning 1 character every week. I think I would like this. Maybe start with 1 though for Real Time for Alliance War, or maybe 2. Or do it on a team-wide basis. I don't know, but it could be good. But I would like to see this done on a minimal basis as an experiment, just to see how it's implemented, see how it works, and if it's good, then expand it. Yeah, this could work very, very well, though. I like this idea. ValleyFlyin, thanks for answering the previous questions. And the mailbag is a video I look forward to every week. Thanks for taking the time to make it. Well, thank you for watching, brother. This video actually is one of the longer videos that I have to make every single week, answering all your questions. And I love doing it, but it does take a lot of time and compiling the questions and actually filming this part. But yeah, I'm glad you guys like it. I finished DD2 with Emma, Hela, Symbiote, Spider-Man, Minerva, and Zemo. I don't have 6 tunes to patch together to a DD1 yet. That's fine. DD1 rewards aren't that great, so you're not missing out on too much by doing DD1 second. DD3 is basically impossible without Phoenix, so I think there's no rush. I should be fine to get her in May. Won't make her in time for the next rotation, so I think Phoenix is due after Doc Ock. Doc Ock is supposed to be coming tonight. If they hold true to their legendary rotation, Phoenix should be the next character, but who knows if they're going to stick to that rotation. But so if you can get those shards for the unlock Phoenix, I know it's a 6-star unlock instead of a 5. So if you're close, push hard, brother, because I think she's coming after Doc Ock. But yeah, if you're far away, May should be fine. I have 3 stars, the Hela nodes, so that's done. Progression-wise, leaning towards building teams to finish the rest of the campaign. Stuck on Heroes 7-3 and Nexus 8-7. I should be getting Invisible Woman, Magneto, Black Bolt, Ebony Maw, Star-Lord, this legendary pass. I got Shuri in the first one. Time for the question. Oh my goodness. We haven't even had a question yet. Am I on the right track, focused on campaign stuff, farming, and not worry about DD3 until I unlock Phoenix, or can some of the DD3 be done without Phoenix? So if you can get in there, get in there. It's going to be a lot easier with Phoenix. It's going to be a lot quicker with Phoenix. can still do it. It's going to take a long time to do it without Phoenix, but it can be done. But like I said in the previous questions, the rewards for D3 aren't too significant. So you're not gaining a lot by rushing and sacrificing other things just to get into that game mode. So if it was me and I'm in your spot, I go back and finish the campaign nodes. Go back and finish the heroes. Go back and finish the Nexus. If you haven't done the Doom chapters, go back and do the Doom chapters. And that is when I would start to focus on these other things. But yeah, all these time, focus on getting all these legendary characters, guys. Like the Invisible Woman, Magneto, Black Bolt, Ebony Maw, Star-Lord, and of course that Phoenix. That's going to help you a lot, especially in these dark dimensions, brother. Can you please help me recruit for my alliance? So recruiting is something I don't do. I'm not involved in all the alliance stuff, but not only on the Discord can you leave a potential question for the next Monday mailbag, there's also a channel there for people looking for an alliance. So if you're heading an alliance looking for recruits, you could look there. And if you're an alliance that's looking for people, you could post that you're looking for new recruits. So there's a couple of channels you could use there. I think a lot of the bigger MSF Discords have that as well. So I would recommend joining all. But yeah, you join my Discord. There's a section there, and it's help people recruit members and get into alliances. So hopefully that helps you, brother. Still loving your content. You and the Flyin family, thank you, brother, for a global synergy DD3 and potentially DD4. How does this sound? Red Guardian for skill. So let's go back to this. Actually, let me read this whole question. Then we'll go back to that Wolverthor list for the Gear 15 uniques. Red Guardian for skill. Sinister for mutant, Emma for mutant, Ghost for tech, and Taskmaster for skill. The big problem I see with this is Red Guardian and Taskmaster. They are very, very expensive characters. If we go into the game and check, or if we go to the infographic and check this out, we see Red Guardian here. He is a 90 Gear 15 unlock. Same with Taskmaster, both global characters. That is where I see the big problem, brother, right here. We also have some expensive characters with Emma, Emma, Ghost, some expensive characters, and then we see Sinister down here. Sinister's decent at that 54 mini uniques level, but yeah, I think the big problem with this team, and I'm not talking about how good these characters are, how much synergy they have, just in all the resources that you're going to need for this team. I think maybe Red Guardian or Taskmaster, or skip both of these characters and build them up once you're done with DD4. But yeah, they're going to take a lot of uniques, brother. So that would be my only pushback against this team. Hey, Valley, I'm going to try a different question from my first question to you. I was wondering if you can help me decide which T4s work best in my Zemotron team. The team is my second favorite team to actually use after Pun Fenders, which was broken up to be Skeleteria. I have two T4s in Zemo already, but hesitated on Crossbones, Winter Soldier, and Hydra Grenadier. I also think they have the correct ISO 8 skills on them, but could use your input as well. So we'll go in game. I'll show you exactly what I'm using on my Zemo Hydra 2.0 team, brother. We'll go in game right now. And as we look for a Hydra, we'll see. I don't have a lot of T4s on them. The only one I have the T4s out of these characters is Zemo. So Red Skull, I have none on, and he's not on that team. But yeah, I have the special and the passive for Zemo. Definitely want to do the ultimate at some point, but yeah, probably be using it on other characters. Crossbones has none. Winter Soldier has none. And where is Grenadier? Rifle Trooper has none. Scientist has none. Grenadier has none. So while there are some good T4s on this team, I think all of them are best spent in Zemo, especially if you're using this in a war. A lot of that punch-ups that you can do, especially if you're countering a Hydra Red Skull team, a lot of that is because of Zemo, and you don't really need these other characters too well, too built up too high in order for that team to work, especially against the Hydra Red Skull. So put it in Zemo. I would hesitate as well on Crossbones, Winter Soldier, and Hydra Grenadier, brother. All right, next question, though. Hello from California. First, thank you for answering my last question. My question this week is in regards to the X-Men. With Beast going to the new team, trying to figure out how to rebuild a team, do you think it'd be better to run the core Cyclops, Colossus, Phoenix with the Dad Bros, or keep a full X-Men team? I think the Dad Bros are going to be a great squad, and I think they might be the better squad. But for me, I like to keep teams complete just for my sanity, because if I'm switching up teams in one game mode, I have to do it all game modes, and you know, I don't have enough save squads for that. So just to keep me sane in my mind, I'm probably gonna keep the X-Men together, but the Dad Bros, them together on whatever team you put them on are going to be great. They're just a great duo altogether. But if it was me, I would keep that full X-Men team, even though I know that's probably not the best version of that team. But I'm just for my sanity, I think it's going to be better. But if you're looking to make the best team, I think the Colossus, Cyclops, and Phoenix is the best version of that team, brother. Next question. There are 4 Ultron bots: Incinerator, Accelerator, Fabricator, and Fortifier. Why does Ultron only summon 3 of the 4? Would Fabricator bot make that much of a difference? No. But I think that was something that was used way back in beta. When we data mined characters, we had 4 bots in the game. But when Ultron was released as a playable character, only able to summon 3, and he was always able to do that. I'm not sure if the AI version of Ultron was able to summon all 4, but I don't think, from what I remember of that data mine characters kit, I don't think it was that great. So I don't think that Fabricator, being able to summon Fabricator, would make too much of a difference for that team. But I like that you're getting 1 Accelerator, 1 Fortifier, and 1 Incinerator, because it's standard. It's even right now. You're getting 1 of each character. If it was 4 characters and it was random, it would make Ultron random and it wouldn't make him as good. So I like the way they have it. And Fabricator, I guess that was the idea they had at some point that they decided against now. Greetings from Europe. I watched your top 5 teams completing characters video. I really liked your ideas. Feel like we have some obscure characters while also still missing a lot of iconic ones. Yeah, that was a video idea suggested by the Valley Club, guys. Do you think there's ever a chance for Scopely? Actually, that was suggested by Cubs fans Hans chat, not from the Valley Club. Do you think there's ever a chance for Scopely to remove minion tunes or refund us with mats and gold invested? They can make a perfect. All right, so yeah, I don't think they're going to do this. There's no way they're going to invest time and resources to give us resources back that we can spend on other characters, not spend money. I think if they wanted to make us use some awesome teams with non-minions, they're just going to phase the minions out and give us new characters that we spend money on. I don't see them doing this. It doesn't make sense for them to spend the time to do this, the time investment to do this. And this doesn't make us spend more money by giving us resources back. But it would be a very good player-friendly decision. I think it would help the game, but I don't see Scopely doing this, brother. Like your top 5 videos with Cubs, OMG, Goofy, so on. Any chance you could do a top 5 characters models you would like redesigned with pictures of how you would like them to look with someone? Sure, that sounds like a fun topic. Maybe that's another video with Cubs. But as far as the redesigned pictures, it would probably have to be something already done. So some other picture of these characters in comics or the movies, because I would not be redesigning pictures of characters. I'm not that artistic to do that. Next question though, what are the essential T4s for the Sinister 6? So if we're looking at Sinister 6, I think the most essential T4s are going to be on Doc Ock, and that is his special, his ult, and his passive. That's what I have in my Sinister 6 right now. I also have one for Electro, and that is his ultimate, so he could do 2 turns of that defense down. Electro's passive is also good, so that's 5 T4s right now. And if you really want to get a good Sinister 6, I think you could do the minimal investment with a Mysterio passive. There's a lot of great other T4s for that Sinister 6 squad, but I think with those 3 on Doc Ock, the 2 on Electro, and 1 on Mysterio, that should give you a very good base minimum for that awesome Doc Ock Sinister 16, brother. Next question. What are your overall thoughts on Doc Ock for DD4? Speaking of him, what is your war defense Doc Ock, including order and placement? Well, I have not used Doc Ock in DD4. If we look at his resources that he takes, he's not that expensive. He's only a 54 character for all his gear 15. So it's not the worst choice that you could bring in to that game mode. But let's go into my save squads right now. I'll show you my Sinister 6 with Doc Ock. Let's scroll down here. And this is what I use them for on war defense. I don't use them on war offense right now, mainly because I did not get very lucky with the red stars on Rhino, and I did not get lucky with the red stars on Electro. I bought that 4th red star for Rhino with promotion credits because I do want to use the Sinister 6 more. Next one I'm going to get is this 4th star for Electro, and then I'm going to start building him up. But this is what I have as placement. As far as ISO 8, this is what's there now. That looks like a striker. That looks like a raider, a healer, and then this looks like a skirmisher, if I'm remembering the symbols correct. But as far as placement, this is where I have them. I think the big thing is to have Rhino on one end, and then have Doc Ock next to Electro and Swarm for that chargeable. This is what I have. But if there's a better lineup, as far as the Sinister 6, as far as their placement and everything? Let me know in the comments, guys. And last but not least, Valley, how's it going, brother? Keep the great content. So I pulled 7 red stars for Red Guardian. I'm wondering how useful he will be. So I think of Red Guardian outside of that skill military team, because he's great on that skill military team. Still debatable about which teams they could punch up on and what they could counter, but I think he's great on that team. But I think of Red Guardian like a better version of Drax. Drax has that pre-match taunt, so does Red Guardian. But Red Guardian has a lot of healing. He loses that taunt if he drops too far below, which means he's not going to die. Then he could get that taunt back with some healing. So think of Red Guardian like a better version of Drax. Was thinking of to bring him to Dimension 4, spending up to get him up in stars. Do you think it would be a waste of investment? So it would not be a waste of investment. I think he's a great character, but again, he's going to be an expensive investment for DD4. He is one of these 90 characters, which means it takes 90 of these Gear 15 uniques to get him up to Gear 15. So if you're willing to spend a lot on his gear and all these mini uniques and not build up other characters because of that, then yeah, if you're ready with your characters for DD4 and this is just like a luxury, then do it. But if you're trying to really go minimal with your mini uniques, if you don't have a lot of these, you want to get as many characters in there as possible, even if they're not the best, then no, do not do Red Guardian because he is a very expensive character, taking 90 of each, brother. And that is it for this edition of the Monday Mailbag, guys. I want to thank each and every one of you that joined the Discord, left a question on the Mailbag server, whether that question got answered this week or not. I do appreciate all of the questions that you guys left there. And if you want to get your question potentially featured in an upcoming episode of the Monday Mailbag, make sure you are a member of the Discord server. The link is down below. Go to that Mailbag channel, leave your question there, and I will try my best to answer all the questions in there. I answer a lot of questions every week, so hopefully your question makes it in there. I want to thank you guys all again for watching the video. Check out some of the links down below to support some of the sponsors. There's Worldwide Nutrition, there's Raid Shadow Legends, there's the Amazon link. There's a lot of great stuff down there, guys, that hopefully can help you. And I will see you guys next time. So check me out on social media. And before you go, check out some of my other videos, guys, and give me a hug fist bump. Oh yeah, baby. ValleyFlyin out.